Welcome back to What's Real. We're diving right into our Sundance and Slamdance coverage with a virtual reality film called 4 Feet Blind Date about a woman in a wheelchair who goes on a blind date and does not tell the guy beforehand that she's in the wheelchair. I have the writer and the director, Rosario and Belen, with me today. How are you both?
Hi, thank you.
Are you enjoying Sundance?
Yeah,
I love
amazing.
First time?
Yeah.
But, okay, I have to be honest, the first question in my mind when I saw the trailer and read through about this film, I wanted to know why this story. I mean, have you experienced something like this?
I gone to a date so many times that I never do something like no telling the guy that I am a wheelchair, because for me that's like important to naturalize. So yeah, we do that for the film.
So, but why for the film?
I think that I don't know.
Yeah, we think at the beginning this project began as a documentary of Rosario.
Yeah.
But then when we started working in the process, we thought it was more interesting and more catchy to make this character that is fictional and that is based in a lot of things that Rosario has lived, but it has some like more elements that makes it like more maybe interesting and like rebel kind of person. No?
More filmy, right? More filmy. Okay, I want to know, because you're an advocate for accessibility. That's something that's important to you. You've been really involved, but this is a totally different aspect. I mean, we're talking about sexuality of an 18-year-old girl in a wheelchair. Why is that story important to you?
I think that I'm an advocate for disability rights too, and naturalize a realness. Sexuality is part of that. It's part of the rights. It's part of the nature. It's part of our reality. So I think that in the history of the times, people think that people with disability don't have like sexual things, sexual bodies, sexual needs. So for me, it's like the same, showing a different perspective of the same reality we all live.
Right, right, and I think it's important because, like you said, it's not naturalized. You know, it's not this big story. It's not really exposed, and that's kind of the angle you're taking, right?
Yeah, it's the goal of the film is to de-dramatize the topic, and also we think that inclusion is not only a ramp, but inclusion is like being aware that disability and sexuality is like a natural topic, and that disabled people can have sexual relationships, and that's completely natural.
Okay, you guys chose virtual reality. What does that add to the film? Why did you guys choose to do that?
We thought that it was an interesting story to make the audience really live this way the world. It's not only watching it in a screen, but like being immersed in this world and being able to go through the world at this height. 4 feet is the height of the eye of someone in a wheelchair. So we felt it was interesting to share this experience of really being immersed in this world at this height.
How cool to be kind of like in the wheelchair view, right?
It's not a complete subjective. I mean, you are not the character, but you're always like a near witness to the character, and you are at this height of everything you see it at this height.
What a cool element to add to a film, and I can see it's extremely eye-opening, I feel like, right? Because we don't get to do that just sitting in a chair watching a film in front of you on a screen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I think we have a clip. Do we have a clip, Danielle, that we can show? We have a trailer. It's kind of showing you the girl and the boy meeting at like the first time, right? Do we have that? All right, let's show it.
I will not be a virgin forever. Felipe? Juana?
I want so badly to ask how it ends, but I know I can't. Maybe afterwards I need like some sort of spoiler. The last question I have for you guys is, this is just one film out of a series, Metro 20, right?
Exactly.
What's the rest of the series going to be about?
Yeah, the rest of the series is about Juana, and she continues exploring not only her sexuality but also all the challenges of youth. I mean, from loneliness, love, also drugs, also pregnancy, all the like topics that we face in this modern life being a young people. And she goes through this and she shares a different perspective of all these topics that we all live.
Totally. And I love how you guys say you're de-dramatizing it.
Exactly.
It's just real life.
Yeah, of course. I think that the most important thing we want to people do is like ask themselves questions. Like, I feel weird about this. Why? I feel like I don't want to talk about this. Why?
Right.
I think that some persons told us that when I saw the 4 Feet Blind Date, I asked myself what I should do if I go to the date and I meet a girl who is in a wheelchair. How do I react to that? So that's amazing for us.
And that's the goal, right? To change our views, change our perspective.
Yeah, the perspective,
Well,
and make
I think
questions.
you guys are doing it. I think you guys are doing it. I am so happy that you guys got invited here. Where do you guys see the film going next?
After this festival, we go to South by South Festival in Texas. Yeah, we are waiting for other options. But the premiere was in Venice Film Festival, and after this, we went to several other festivals, and then we came here.
So you guys are making your world around,
Yeah,
or making your
kind
trip
of.
around the globe.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Rosario and Belen, thank you so much for joining us today. We're running out of time, but I appreciate you both here changing our views and our perspectives and de-dramatizing life in a wheelchair, because this is many people's realities.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, guys, we have more interviews, more films, more live music coming up right after this break.